I just got it. He's from Wisconsin, which isn't actually a Yankee state, but whatever. If it's not in the South, you're a Yankee. So,
Friggin' Yankee.
so
Love you, old fart.
I was messing with him. I was like, "Oh my god, I feel dirty letting the Yankees sing Alabama song." So I had to go back up and sing one.
Mom Kim, can you let him in? He's in the backstage, Mammy Lou. Mammy Kim.
Mommy Kim, my name's not Putin Capri. It's Kuya Joey. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Joey, yeah. That's what screwed me up earlier. I knew who you were. It was the KJ. I'm like, hey, that's Joey. What got me off was your what's on your name there.
Yeah. Well, I changed it. It should say
Yeah,
Kuya
Hello.
okay,
Joey.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear me? I don't know what happened. I can open my mic and my cam, and then after that I can close again. I cannot close. I don't know why. And you're good, guys. So, all part gaming is here. Oh, our friend, all part gaming, maybe he can come up if he is free.
He's trying to come up,
OFG.
Mammy. Mammy, he's
Yeah,
trying to
but
come up. Read the chat.
He's in the
yeah, but
backstage.
Mami Lu is up already. Okay, thank you. Our host is up already.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
if
thank you,
you
thank
can
you.
hear me. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Yes.
yeah,
Opo.
yeah.
Thank you so much. So sorry. My net is so poor.
Ulf Bart, try again.
Danny, where are you? In Canada?
Ottawa, the capital of Canada, in
Yes.
Ottawa, Ontario.
You're a real Canadian.
Oh yeah, I'm pure Canadian. See, I'm a Leaf fan now. No, see, I'm a Leaf fan. See,
Yeah.
way behind, on top of
Yeah,
me, that's Montreal Canadians and Ottawa
you're a
Senators. They
you're a
suck.
Maple Leaf fan. Wow.
Yep. Yes, I'm a Maple Leaf fan. Be
Hey, and
nice.
Ofa or Scott, did they play hockey in Wisconsin?
I I think so. Not the NHL. Maybe they got a farm team in Wisconsin. You
No, I
might
think
have to
college.
ask old fart.
Yeah, I was asking about the college.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm a fan of Notre Dame, and I know we have actually a pretty good hockey team.
Old fart says there's no pro team. Is old fart coming up, mammy? Oh, anyways, KJ, the other day I was doing the play-by-play from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't remember who they were playing, but see that light on? I turn it on when they score. I left it on because, geez, they won. I think it was 7-1 or 9-1. I just left it on. Oh, I guess it's only you and I. Reload again.
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, so there's not a big draw to hockey. We're we're big football and baseball fans down here.
There he
Uh,
is.
oh yeah. Um, I mean,
The only thing I know about Alabama was that movie, Sweet Home of Alabama.
yeah.
That's the only thing I know about Alabama.
Well, that doesn't tell you much about Alabama.
I don't know. I don't know. I liked the movie. The actress was cute.
Yeah. Um, no, I mean, if it snows here, and it doesn't really even have to stick. If it snows here, but it does stick. I mean, even like half an inch, the whole state shuts down. We don't have the infrastructure to um, deal with snow.
Holy cow!
I mean, because it snows like once a year here, maybe, and so there's no point in having the trucks that salt the roads and stuff like that. And our roads aren't made. What's up, Scott? Our roads aren't made in the same way that the roads up north are made. The salt on our roads will destroy the roads. It makes them get potholes real bad and everything.
Oh yeah.
And we don't
they
have.
don't pave they don't pave down because I was stationed in Fort
Oh
Knox,
shit!
Kentucky.
They don't pave.
No, they don't pave the same way.
Yeah,
We
right.
we pave with air pockets because the asphalt needs to be able to flex when it
Yeah,
Yeah,
gets
like a
cold,
spring.
and then yeah.
Yeah.
And down in Kentucky, you could tell when we'd get a frost or some weird ice thing that would last for like 24 hours. The cities didn't have any kind of equipment to remove it.
yeah. We don't have
So it
plows.
just
Nothing.
sat there and melted, and then
And
it
turned
gets
into.
into the asphalt and it cracks it and puts
Yep.
potholes the size of cats.
It's big potholes too. Like we'll take the front end of your truck off. But
Yeah. Right?
um,
Or snap an axle.
and the difference is in our roads. If you look on a map, you'll see the port of New Orleans. You'll see the port of Mobile. You'll see Florida. So a lot of the shipping for the northern part of the United States actually comes through us and the gas.
And the
And so
drugs.
our roads, yeah, our interstates are just hugely populated with the big 18 wheelers. So they make our roads super strong for that. They're not flexible. And but they do like Scott said, if there's a crack and water gets in it, it turns into ice, it splits the road open, then the trucks hit it and it just becomes this massive pothole.
And yeah, it removes chunks. Where up north, as Canada, Alaska, their roads are built like in layers, and then
Yeah.
you can actually see it flex when it gets real cold.
It's
You
like a
Almost
see
like
the
spring.
road. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
almost like watching a train go on the tracks. You
Yep,
see the
Yeah.
metal
yep.
flex down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we
but it's cost effective. I mean, for the 24 hours of ice that Alabama might have, or Kentucky, Georgia,
yeah,
Louisiana,
it just doesn't make sense for us to spend our budget on that.
why spend the money?
Yeah. And they started putting sand down instead of salt, but even that messes up the road. So they don't even really do that now. If it snows and ice is here, they just shut everything down anyway. And you just kind of, and you can't find bread or milk or eggs. Everybody, as soon as the weatherman says the word snow, good luck going to the grocery store and getting anything because everybody goes because we've had horrendous times where I remember a couple years ago we were trapped inside for like 2 weeks. Nobody
Holy
could leave
cow!
because the roads
Must
stayed.
have a lot of sex then.
Right? There's a lot of babies being born and
You would think that,
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
one would
hey,
think
listen,
that. But
KJ,
after you get
listen.
married,
I'd be
huh?
happy to live in Alabama. What you
Well,
do? You knock up your girlfriend. Listen, you knock up your girlfriend. She gets milk. You don't have to go to a
there you
grocery
go.
store. Just lift up her bra and suck her boobs. There's your milk.
There you go.
yeah. Well,
We
see,
got
the
we got
problem
an
is,
old saying that up north, the only reason that a grocery store would get closed is because the guy who does the carts out in the
just
parking lot
yeah, just
hasn't dug out the front door yet. You give him an hour and a snow shovel, and you're right back in. Oh, is
no.
Joji here?
Oh,
Joji,
Oh, Jose!
Joji's here.
No, see, Danny.
Uh oh!
my God, there's a party here.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
and
think she heard-
Mammy Lou's internet's so bad she keeps dropping out. Kim, yeah, Kim's.
Amazing. Oh my God, I went up earlier to save her, and you guys are amazing to save Mamilo.
Josie,
Oh.
I'm behaving. I don't talk about boobies. KJ
He
was.
just got
Old
done.
Park was.
No,
I
no,
was-
no, 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 no. He just got done talking about boobs.
See, Danny, and Scott probably knows this. We don't have the winter problems like you do, but
Hold on.
we have another problem that you say you would want to live here. Most people who come here and experience are like, "Oh my God, this is horrible." Two of them. One is the heat during the summer.
Oh,
When
I
my
can't
wife
handle that.
when my wife came to America for the first time when we moved to Alabama, I told her, I said, "Babe, and I know you're not going to believe me, but in the summertime, it's hotter here than it is in the Philippines." She's like, "No way, that's not possible."
Ah, I
And
would never survive.
she did
Oh
not
my
leave our house.
gosh.
She didn't leave
So
our house, and at the through July and August, she wouldn't go outside because it was so hot. We have so much humidity. But the
Ah,
other problem that we have is we have tornadoes and a lot of tornadoes. We have
You're at the
wow.
eastern edge of the tornado alley, aren't you?
actually we're in what's called Dixie Alley, and we get more tornadoes than you see in like
Kansas.
more than
You don't
those
have
Midwest
Kansas.
states.
You don't
We
beat Kansas.
yes, Alabama has more tornadoes per year than any other state.
Really?
We have around 600 to 800 tornadoes per year. Matter of fact, we had one
that's a
Friday.
lot.
We had one Friday here.
Oh
That's
wow.
just crazy.
See,
Well, you're right up
Ottawa,
against- but you're
Ottawa,
right up against
Canada
the
never
mountains.
used to have tornadoes. It's been past 10 years now. We're getting a tornado, 2 or 3 a year now. We never used to have tornadoes. And we live in Ottawa Valley. So I don't know how they end up in the valley.
Yeah.
How does it get that far north? I didn't. The cold
Same,
air. I
same
thought
here in New Jersey.
there's.
We never had a tornado before, and then this past years we got like a few.
The further north
Yeah.
you go, the colder the air is up top, and you
Yeah.
need warm air to spin
Oh.
the cloud.
Can
Yeah.
I say hi to the people downstairs first?
No,
Yeah, please.
no, can't. No.
Nope. Yeah, we're not letting
Yes, I can. Okay, hi, Sam.
you. Go ahead.
Wait,
Josie.
wait.
Ruby.
But Josie, you're just like old fart. You're both Yankees.
Oh,
Oh
fun.
my God.
Hey, really?
Where's Joji from?
She's
The
she's,
Bronx.
New England. New England.
Oh, well, she's actually a true Yankee.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
She's from
she
New
is.
York.
Jersey. What do you think? New Jersey.
She's a
is
Jersey
really a
girl.
Yankee.
I'm okay
Under
with
Jersey.
Yankees.
She's a
Oh
Jersey
my
girl.
God! Have OFG? Have you gone to the games?
No.
Scott,
Oh,
do you know what the
You know what
difference-
I've been doing all day? I've been following Joey around.
Yeah.
To, like 4 different. I've been in 4 different streams today already.
Nice.
Oh.
Look at my count.
And wait a minute, Joji, he is in trouble. I'm
Why?
recording.
I
him.
made a mistake today in front
No.
of Joey.
No, he's making another mistake right now.
For
What
what?
do I do now?
Joji, the new lesson has been posted, and Scott's been on YouTube the whole time.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
not
I've been
doing his
missing your
homework.
show, Kuya Joey.
He's not doing his homework.
Oh
I'm,
no!
I'm seriously
You know what I'm gonna do, Mommy Kim.
We love you, old fart.
Bye. But
I love you
anyway,
too, brother.
I'm gonna leave you 3.
No, you're not.
good-looking
No, you're
No,
not.
you're
You
gentlemen
not.
up
gotta
here.
stay
you're
here.
not.
You came here.
I
You
think
have
you
to
guys.
stay.
I think you guys can do all the job that I can
No.
do for Mommy Lou. You guys are amazing because I'm cleaning the stove. I'm cleaning today. I'm like.
So turn your camera on
You
and
can
let's
just-
watch you clean.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you watch me
Yeah.
clean. No,
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
why don't you prove it to us, Josie, that you are
Yeah.
cleaning? It's not your husband, Paul,
I don't
cleaning.
don't-
have to
we
prove
don't believe you.
anything.
You know what?
think
We
you're
believe
making
it's
Paul
more
do it.
Paul cleaning, not you.
No.
You're making
Turn
Paul
the
do
camera
it.
on and we'll see the proof.
I like
No.
watching my wife clean the oven.
Danny,
She's like
no.
shaking her butt the whole time.
Unless you go Yankee. Unless you go Yankee, then we'll do
No, go Blue Jays, go, woman.
Ah. Nope.
No,
He
see,
won't
there's a
even
difference.
turn the flashing red light off because Ottawa got so many goals last night that he just left a
I
flashing
know,
light on
he
all
told
day.
me about it. He told me.
No, Toronto. You're talking about
Or
Toronto.
Toronto.
Whatever. All the
Oh,
Canadians
they
like
It's
me.
one of
No,
those
Ottawa's
Canadian
different
ones.
team.
They
That's Ottawa.
celebrated my 4K watch our
That's Ottawa, right
Johnny.
there. That's Ottawa.
They're all the same.
The red?
Yeah, Ottawa's the red, and Montreal is this one right there.
Montreal's the blue with the maple
Yeah,
leaf.
Montreal
well,
is
they're doing a good job.
this
So
one,
I'm gonna
and
finish my
Toronto
cleaning up,
is
okay?
Okay.
that one.
Thank you, Joji, for coming up.
Yeah, you got
my,
Scott.
my face is gonna stay up there.
No, you're not. She did that last night. All we got to see was her knee.
Her
Okay,
knee?
be thankful you saw my knee.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a pretty knee?
It was that it looked like you had blue jeans on.
No, you need the glasses. It was black pants.
Hey KJ,
Okay.
you're gonna need to
I
sing.
have
She's got legs.
She's
From
got
Easy
she
a
Song.
knows how to
She
use
knows
them.
how to use them.
Oh fuck, I love it. Listen to this guy. Do it
She's
again.
got
She's got
legs.
Oh, Kuya Joey can sing. That
Oh
boy
yeah, you
sing.
can.
Oh my God, Kuya Joey! I got his songs posted already. Yeah.
What's the other song?
Anyway.
Pretty woman.
You
Pretty
guys have
woman.
fun, okay?
Walking down the street.
I'll see
Pretty
you
woman.
later, okay? I'll see
That
you
one
guys
Danny
tomorrow.
does really well. Roy Orbison. That's
You-
right in Danny's
The three
wheelhouse.
of you are amazing singers. Go sing! Oh my
The
goodness!
three of you, yes, you
Yeah.
are correct.
Joji,
The
I've
You
been
three
too?
of
singing
you.
for like 2 hours before you came in here. I'm taking a break for a minute.
Oh
Yeah, I got tricked.
I'm
I
gonna
show
be
up
listening.
here. Oh, Danny's here. I'm going for a pee now.
I'm yes, I'm trying
Oh,
to
it's
listen
Joey.
to that. Oh wait! I think someone was. Come here. Come here. Guess who rescued Mommy Lou today? The Three Stooges.
Wait, which one am I? I have to be. What was the bald one? What was the bald one? Was that Mo?
That was Curly.
Oh,
Mo had the
Curly.
bowl. Mo had the bowl haircut. That'll probably
Yeah.
be me.
Yeah.
And then Curly was that. So that leaves Danny to be.
What was the
Larry.
other one?
The big
Larry.
fat guy.
No,
Three Stooges.
the big guy
Larry-
with the bald
Mo, Larry,
head
and Curly.
was Curly,
Yeah.
and then Larry was the weird hair.
So I'm Curly.
That's Curly.
There's Curly.
we got
I,
Curly.
I'll do the Mo. I got the bowl haircut, so I'll do Mo.
Hey, Paul. Your wife's
Yo.
telling us that you're the ones doing the cleaning.
Hell
Paul.
no, I'm watching football.
Ah!
But it's not much football. The Cowboys are getting spanked.
See, I need
Good.
to clean.
Oh, sorry.
Green Bay's kicking butt.
Isn't that
Go
normal?
Blue Jays, go!
No,
Oh,
no.
Yankees.
Who's kicking Dallas's butt? I'm from
Green
Wisconsin.
Green Bay.
It's Green Bay. You betcha.
Actually, I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, I love the Pat. I mean,
OFG is Yankee.
OFG is Yankee.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
a
from
Yankee
Wisconsin. You guys are more Yankee than I am.
way up. Of course.
No, see, the story is, I don't think she understood. I said if you're not from the South, to Southerners, everyone
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
not from the South is a Yankee.
You're either South or Yankee.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what
Yankees.
direction
But
you point.
Yankees are cool. Do you know the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee?
No.
What's the difference?
A Yankee comes down to the South and goes back home. A damn Yankee comes down here and moves down here.
Yeah, right. It's
See,
better
I always
cooking.
thought a Yankee was a turkey, a wild turkey in the field. That's what I always thought a Yankee was.
That's
Yankees
I'm
are
just
Yankees.
waiting for Paul's answer. That's all I'm waiting for.
It's
I'm a
better
damn
cooking.
Yankee.
It's better cooking down south. I'll tell you what.
You ain't lying.
That'll
The Yan-
put
the
on.
Yankees-
You can put on 5 pounds just driving by some of those roadside
You
diners.
ain't lying, Scott. I went to your neck of the woods, and the first thing they handed me was lutefisk, and I'm like, "What is this?"
Stay
And they're
away
like,
from the. I'm going to give you a hint. Stay away from the
The Yankees spent
Norwegians.
enough money this year.
The Norwegians, they just eat weird stuff.
And they were like,
You
"Oh,
just-
this is really good. It's lutefisk," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll try it."
No, you don't.
And then
wanna.
I tried it, and I was like, "What is it?" And they're like,
It's
"Oh, it's
baby.
fish," and we put lye on it. And I
It's
said,
baby.
"Lye?"
Yeah,
and they're-
the
yeah,
thing
and I
they
said-
make soap with.
Yeah, I
That's
said
what it
lye
does.
is poisonous, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but we
Mommy Lou
wash
said,
it off."
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
Hi, Mommy Lou.
it
that's
doesn't make-
bait. We use that. We put that
yeah,
on a hook and go fishing for real fish.
ew. Is
That's
this
it
bait.
would
yours?
be okay if it actually tasted good. It doesn't.
No,
There's
it
not.
doesn't.
It has a weird texture. It has a
It's
weird smell, and it tastes horrible.
it's got the. It, I swear, it tastes like soap.
It does.
It's
Yeah,
got that soap kind
I'll
of
bring it up.
it
tang
tastes like
to it.
dial. It tastes like the old dial soap.
Yeah, the
When you
bar
said a
that
bad word and your
when
mom,
mom stuck it in your mouth
yeah,
because you said swore.
that's what it tastes like.
Oh, that is some raunchy stuff.
Hey, Josie,
Yes.
you need to make a jam with me, Old Fart, and Joey. Just us four.
I need to make a what?
You
Live
need to
stream.
make a show just us four.
Show?
A live stream.
A live
Oh,
stream.
sure. Oh my God, I'm so excited. When do you guys want to?
Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
Yeah.
Are you guys available this
Well,
Tuesday?
you and I were planning on doing something anyway, so
I
why
don't
not?
want
Yes.
us. I don't want us.
Are you off, Kuya Joey, this Tuesday?
What time? Your time? No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Are you saying like? Wait a minute.
Be
Wait
like
a minute.
8 o'clock her time, so 7 Central.
Take a minute. Wait a minute.
Teka
So are
No,
we
she's
talking
my
about?
time.
Are we talking about a recurring
Well, she
stream
said-
or just
No,
a
no,
one-
no. Just like this coming Tuesday, Joji and I were going to plan on doing something.
Okay.
And if you guys want to come, you come.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. My wife's having surgery on Tuesday, so I don't know.
Oh,
And prayers are
I
with her,
hope
but
she's gonna be fine.
Mammy Lou can't get into her own stream.
Is she
She's
okay,
having-
Kuya Joey?
She's having old person surgery. She's getting cataracts taken out of both eyes.
Oh, person surgery.
Don't tell her I said that.
No, don't worry, Joey. We're not going to tell Mammy Lou. You said that she has to take cataract in her eyes. Don't worry, we won't tell her.
Yeah, right.
Oh wow,
No,
Edmond Halina is still down there since this morning. Yeah, I went up with Mommy Lo because she lost her power and she was gonna lose the live stream. She called me, so I went up, and then now again. And
So
you guys are
we're the only
amazing.
reason that this is staying up is because we're in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when I came in, it was just like quiet, and I was like, well, "Hey, I'll come up and sing for you." But I was
Right.
only going to sing like one song, and then the Mommy Lou like completely dropped off, and it was just me there, and I was like, "Okay, well, I feel bad if I leave now." 'Cause-
Yeah, because then she loses her live stream, right?
Yeah.
We should have like some kind of weekend jamming that we can all come up and then it will show in all our live in our channel and we're just
Yeah,
gonna
but if we
hang
do
out and
something like
drink.
that, that's cool. If we do something like that, that's cool. But I would just request that we don't make it all singing. That we actually have
Yeah.
conversation because
Yeah.
every YouTube
Yeah,
is just
exactly.
singing the whole time. It's just
Yeah.
like okay,
We jam, we talk, we drink,
We could talk about the poor people in Alabama. We could talk about whatever.
anything. Yeah. Me and Paul will be up,
I haven't said anything bad about Canada yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Look at old fart. He's leaning sideways.
Wednesday, Georgie.
He's farting. He's farting, people. Look, he's leaning sideways.
Goodness. Disgusting.
That one sounded wet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Can you smell what the old
What
fart
the-
is
Thursday
farting?
night,
Old fart's
Thursday
cooking.
night, Mommy Lo. I have the dance now. It's on Thursday night.
Joji, why your husband is not learning Tagalog with us?
Huh?
Why your husband's not learning Tagalog with us?
Ask him. No,
It's fun, isn't it, Scott? And I teach it in a way. I don't teach it like anybody else teaches it. I teach it a different way. So that
right.
you won't know that from watching the
He knows
videos.
some.
but-
He knows some. The bad ones.
Yeah, but I can get him to where he's speaking fluently in like probably 6 months.
I
Yeah.
think you're shooting a little high there, brother.
Cookie dog.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm a terrible student.
It doesn't
Doctors
matter.
make the worst patients.
If
Teachers
you
make
put
the worst students.
if you put in the effort, You will learn automatically. You just go with the flow and do the
Right.
thing. You will learn it without even realizing it.
All right, sure.
K-
Give me
KJ, don't listen to him. He sings very well.
You know you live in Canada if you design your kid's Halloween costume to fit over a snowsuit.
We did this.
Hey,
We did this. Live. Remember, you guys went
I wish
out
I could show you
with
all
the
the snow
restaurant,
that we
and we
got,
all just
but I
talk
can't
about
bring my
something.
laptop outside. I
Yeah,
wish I'd show you the snow that we had past
I
few
don't want.
days.
I will look at
Oh, I
snow in
believe
video.
that,
I don't want to see
Daddy.
it in my yard.
Show,
Uh,
I
show, show
I don't
Scott
either.
what you have, because he's been crying about his foot of snow. I was really crying,
but the
laughing at
thing
you.
is,
Sorry, Scott.
That- still, it
normally
was a
we
foot in
are
less
on
than
the ice
24
with my
hours.
ice shack. We're on the ice with my ice shack.
Did you?
I do fishing in the winter, and this is going to be the second year that we're not going to be doing ice fishing this year because it's not frozen enough to put
The
my ice
ice
shack.
isn't thick enough. Same here. Same here.
Did
Yeah,
you see
I
eco
it's
eco?
been so warm this year. I mean, right now it's negative 2 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
it's only
But
past few days.
the
That's
the
it.
lake is still open. There are open spots on the lake,
Yeah,
and it has been so warm that most of the ice fishing season is it's almost over.
When you're ice fishing, what fish are you fishing for? Is it?
Same as when you're during the or during the summer. It's they're
Oh,
just under the ice.
see, that's
no,
weird because down
no,
here the
You
fish.
don't you don't you don't get
not here in Canada. It's only pike,
you only
muskie,
get the big
and
ones.
Walleye.
walleye. That's it. Not
The
even
carn
muskie. It has to be walleye or pike.
See, what's crazy
Hi,
is
we
Sal.
we
pull
have
up
to change.
Master Ruby. Master
We have
Ruby,
to
Mega
change
Love
the
shout
way
out.
we fish down here in the south when it's cold, because certain species of the fish become dormant. They don't really even swim. They just kind of sit there, and so we have to use, yeah. And they want dead bait. That's the best way to
Master
catch them, is with
Ruby.
dead bait, so they don't have to chase after nothing. You pretty
But
much have to hit them in the face with it.
Yeah, I
Wow.
can imagine.
see,
Look at
I have a
that.
shack. I have a nice ice shack on wheels. What I like about ice fishing during the winter, it's just like going camping. Instead of going to
Right?
campground, you're going right on the middle of the ice, and you can stay there for until March the 15th. From February,
Do you
sorry,
have the spring trap rods?
yeah,
You set those so you don't have to hold them or put them in a holder. You just put it on the spring trap and then
yep,
it sets those
Bebe,
for you.
here's yours,
yeah.
Bebe.
So you're just sitting around drinking beer, keeping warm, and bullshitting with your friends, and
Yeah,
the fishing is taking care of itself.
it's just
That's
like going camping.
that's
Instead of
something I've
going
never done. I want to
walk
go.
far walk to go to the lake to go fishing, you're just fishing right between your legs. You make
Yep,
your hole
yep.
right there.
I
I know
often
my
fish
son a couple years ago.
fish
He
right
almost
between
shit
my
himself.
legs. Oh,
Why are
We
you
are right
talking
on. We're right at our hole. Okay, fishing, and there's a car drive by, and you can hear the crack. And it
Oh,
was coming right between my son's legs, and my son, Dad, 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 I'm gonna sink.
it's
I don't
even
think
worse. Like you're on like maybe 6, 8 inches of ice, and you see the crack going.
Yeah,
If the ice is clear enough and you don't have any snow, sometimes you can see the split run right between your
yeah,
legs or right past you.
yeah.
And you're like, man, I'm glad this is 6 inches.
What I
But
was
that idiot
told,
needs to get off
if
the
it
ice.
doesn't crack, be careful. It's dangerous. So that's why there are lots of fishermen. If they hear cracks, they love it because they know we're safe. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
really?
You do
It's weird.
because the ice is flexing. Then
Exactly.
if it doesn't flex, it means it's too brittle, and the
Yeah,
only crack you'll hear is right before a splash.
yeah.
That you want to hear that ice flex because if it's so brittle it's not cracking, you're in trouble
Master
because there'll be
Ruby.
no warning. And Master Ruby, I seriously, mega love shout out, Master Ruby. You want to come up? I don't know if Mommy Luke can get you up here, but
you say you're
Master
I don't know. I
fishing
Ruby's
think
for
Mammy
brown.
Luke's having problems to
she's,
get up.
Ruby, you wanna
she's
come
another
up?
amazing singer.
Okay, I'm just gonna be right back. I've got to turn my heater on. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to
Are
drop
you
the
is he in the
the
garage?
plan. I'm gonna
It's
drop
up
the
at the
hagdan
top.
if you guys
Mammy
want to
didn't.
come up. Okay.
Mammy Lou pinned it to the top.
Master
The ladder.
movie. Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Anyone
She
wants to
pinned it
come
up.
up?
Oh, you're at work. Okay.
I'm
Well,
working now.
thank
Oh
you for
wow.
coming.
I'm
Thank you for
supporting
coming by,
Mommy Lu.
Master Ruby.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
So is Danny? Are you in your garage or something, Danny? I see you wearing like gloves and
He
everything.
He
has a
is.
man cave.
He is in his garage, and it's
He
too
has a
cold
man
there.
cave in it. He has a man cave in the garage.
And it's too cold in Alabama to be in the garage. I can't imagine what it's like up there in the North Pole.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cold. That's why.
It's
That's
okay.
why
I
he's
got my
got gloves
heater
on.
on.
That's why he's got gloves on.
That wouldn't be
Spider-Man
enough.
gloves. Seriously,
That's what
brother.
That's the kind of clothes I wear when it's 50 degrees outside.
50 degrees. We're still in shorts and a t-shirt at 50,
No,
I'm not
man.
even wearing a jacket. I'm only wearing a hoodie.
and
50
it's
degrees
probably
down
what
here.
0. What's the temperature by you? Fahrenheit.
It's probably -2,
Yeah.
-4.
We're
That's not
negative.
cold. Trust me, it's not cold.
We're -1, and as long as the wind's not blowing and you're not wet, don't get
Yeah.
wet at -1.
See, when I was in Afghanistan and Korea, but in Afghanistan for about, I'm thinking, oh, going to Afghanistan, it's not going to be that cold. Everybody's telling us, dude, it's cold. I'm like, dude, it's the desert. It's not that cold. They put us 8,000 feet up was where I was stationed, and
Yeah. Wait till the
and it,
sun goes down.
and it was 20 below zero,
Yeah.
25 below zero.
Right.
And what I learned was that once it gets to me, once it gets below like 30, there's no difference really. It's just how fast you get cold. But
I've noticed there is a different, like from the 20s and teens to the negatives. You
yeah,
feel it like in your eye. If the
yeah,
wind blows just a little bit
right. Your eye
and your
freezes.
eye starts to water and freeze.
Yeah, yeah.
But in the teens, from like you said, from 30 down to about 0 Fahrenheit, you don't
And I'm not
notice.
kidding. I'm not kidding. When we were out there, you pretty much peed wherever you were.
Oh yeah.
And when it was like 25, 26 below zero, when you were peeing, it sounded like you were dropping BBs.
Yeah. Yep.
It was freezing, as soon as it hit the ground.
My
I'm like,
my
"Good
last
God."
duty station was before Fort Huachuca. I was at Fort Greely, Alaska. It was the Cold Regions Test Center for the U.S. Army,
Yeah,
and a lot of foreign nationals. We had the Canadian Army was there, Korean Army was there. They all came to test because Fort Greely is set on top of a glacier. So even June 23rd. You dig down 8 inches and you hit permafrost. There's ice under
right,
the
right.
soil. The last winter I was there, it was 86 below on the thermometer,
God.
-110 with the wind chill. It took less than 15 seconds for the liquid on your sclera, the liquid on your eye, to
Yeah.
freeze if you didn't have a protective covering
Yeah,
where you kind of fold your thing out and make a pocket of warm air in front of your face.
yep.
But it 15
Hey,
seconds
show.
and
That's crazy. Yeah,
show.
when I was
Good to see you, buddy.
when I was in Afghanistan, they had these goggles they made us wear when we were in the vehicle, and it
Yep.
was that cold. Because as a gunner, your head's out,
Yep. Yep.
and you're driving 30 miles an hour, and it's 20 below zero. That makes it feel
Your
way
skin,
colder than it.
yeah,
Yeah,
the liquid in your skin will freeze. You get frostbite like what, 15, 20 minutes?
yeah, yeah. The
The
number of
exposure
people we
was
had,
nothing.
that had cold weather injuries when I was in Afghanistan was outrageous. You know, frostbite on
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fingers,
yeah.
fingertips, and your toes, and people. One guy I was there lost his nose, lost the tip of his nose because it got
Holy cow.
frostbite
We
bad.
had that, and it's not a quick loss.
Mm-mm.
You see it die and turn black, and just
Yeah,
it is a
we saw it.
long and very, very painful.
He had been on a guard duty shift for 8 hours, and it was outside.
Yeah,
And
that's
you were supposed to go. The rule was you were supposed to go in
15
um,
minutes.
Yeah, every 15 minutes you were supposed to get, because there was a
That's
warming tent,
that's what ours was.
and you were supposed to go in, and he didn't do it. He didn't. He just stayed out there the whole time. And when we went to, well, I wasn't there, but when they went to relieve him, they showed up and his nose was like dark purple
Oh,
or black maybe.
it's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You're,
they basically amputated a quarter of the tip of his nose off.
yeah,
So we couldn't
that's
call him Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
right. Black nose
I think
reindeer.
I think eventually, once he got back stateside, I think they probably did
They
some plastic surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
Because that's just rough.
there was
Okay,
nights. And
Danny.
I'm not kidding you. There was nights when we were wishing for them to attack us, so that something would catch on fire. We
yeah,
could go
right?
stand by it.
Or even just heat the barrel of the gun up.
It was just, please attack us. Why aren't you attacking us? And they weren't attacking us because they were cold as crap too.
I mean, we used to on the Abrams tanks when in northern Kuwait, we used to set our MREs on top of the radiator in the
Oh
back
yeah, to heat it up.
to heat it up.
Yeah.
And then I saw a guy over by the ComSec tent throwing cans of something in front of the satellite dish. And I said, "What the heck are you doing?" And he
The
goes,
radiation.
That's a microwave satellite dish.
Yep.
Go pick up the can on the other side." And I couldn't pick it up. It was
Yeah.
so hot. And you have the emergency tape around where you do not
Right.
walk. You will cook your head
Yeah.
if you walk in front of that satellite dish while it's broadcasting.
Yeah. Some of those
And
things
these
will
guys
irradiate
worked
you
there,
bad.
and they knew all you have to do is like take a can of spam or whatever the meat of the day was, and just
Yep.
chuck it and a nice slow arc, and that was about as long as you needed it. That it wouldn't burn, but it would get it warmed up enough where you could eat
Yep.
it hot.
See, the opposite happened to us a lot. Our canteens, we'd have water in them.
And freeze into a puck.
No, here's the crazy thing. When it was closed, it would be water, and as soon as you would open it, it would freeze from the bottom up, and it would just turn solid.
Yeah, yeah,
It was crazy. So we were. There's a funny story. Like Keurig, the Keurig company.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
They sent us pallets of the Keurig coffee, but they didn't send us any of the damn Keurig.
The makers? Are you
Makers.
kidding me?
Yeah. So we had pallets upon pallets of these Keurig coffee things. Well,
Oh my god!
the water,
Freaking Americans.
the water was all frozen, and we were like, "Dude, I need some coffee." So me and my buddies had this great idea of open it up and we'll put it in our mouth like dip. It's coffee. What can it do to us? I think I had 4 heart attacks before I finally spit it out.
Yeah, that
That
much
was-
caffeine that fast.
That was crazy. We were like, "Oh
So
my
they
God."
give you guys the cups, but they
Yeah.
give the Canadian Army the machine.
Right, right.
Actually, you know what? You mentioned the Canadian Army. Some of the coolest guys I served with over there in Afghanistan were from the Canadian Army. They were from the OSANs, the Canadian Special Forces. Those guys were cool as crap. They were some cool dudes. Them and the one guy I realized that you never want to screw with was the Gurkhas.
For us, it was Republic of Korea.
The Republic of Korean Army,
the Rock Army
rock
guys,
soldiers,
the
yeah.
hardcore Rock Army.
hardcore guys.
We
Yeah,
were telling horror stories about a guy who got thrown out of his first floor, but he didn't do in basic training. He didn't make his footlocker the right way. The drill sergeant stuck him in the footlocker, emptied it, stuck him in the footlocker, and then threw the footlocker out the window.
yeah,
And he landed in the yard, and his job was then to take the footlocker back inside and do it the right way.
yeah.
And the Rock Army guys are like, that's nothing. If we don't do push-ups right, they hit us with canes.
Yeah, I've seen
And
it.
the drill sergeant is standing there with a cane waiting to just smack you and anywhere. Not on
Yeah.
your arm, not on your back of the head. Get stitches, whole 9 yards. These are some tough. In fact, it was the only time I ever played full contact volleyball. I didn't know that was possible until we started playing the Koreans in a friendly game of volleyball. It was full contact volleyball. through the net, elbows, knees.
Oh yeah.
It was like a
Yeah, no,
hockey game at the net.
I will tell you though, Scott, I agree. When I was in Korea, I was stationed there for 2 years, and the ROK soldiers, Republican of Korea, for those who don't know, ROK, rocks. We call them ROK. The ROK soldiers are some of the most disciplined soldiers you ever meet.
Oh
There was a
boy.
guy. There was a guy. We were out having coffee one time in Seoul, and there was a big
Spicy D.
compound there,
Mega love shout out. Thank you for coming.
and they had the guards standing out front. And for about an hour, all of us in the group, we're all soldiers. We all thought that the soldier standing guard duty was a statue. We literally thought it was a statue, and we walked up to it. We were going to take pictures, and we really got close, and we realized, holy crap, that's a person. He hasn't moved in hours.
And probably didn't blink.
No,
I,
it
I,
was
I
crazy.
swear to gosh, we watch them on guard duty, and the first thing that the American soldiers do when they get out on guard duty is somebody breaks out a cigarette, they sit down, and they start having a cigarette.
Yeah,
The Rock Army guy goes out there and turns like Joey just said, just turns into a statue. He's not moving. I can't tell if he's
doesn't
breathing
move a muscle. It's
Wow, eh?
crazy.
because that's how they when they stand a post, they're standing out almost at attention and are aware of their surroundings. They're
Yeah,
not blinking. They're not moving. When we stand a post, it's God. When's my
everybody's
relief getting
impressed.
here? And
Everybody's always impressed by the Queen's Guards and stuff over in England. No, those
yeah, yeah,
guys ain't got nothing on the Rock Army
no,
guys. They, I swear to God, you think they're a statue or something or a cardboard cutout. It's ridiculous. But that said, the Gurkhas from Nepal,
Nepalese, yeah.
yes, they're called Gurkhas, and this guy, the one guy I got to meet and get to know, he was he came to the base to get an award, their highest award, and we gave him our highest foreign award. But he defended a base by himself and killed over 300
Yeah, yeah, it's
enemy that
crazy.
were attacking on foot.
Holy cow.
He melted the barrel of two guns, ran out of ammo. Everybody on his base got killed. But he went and with their Gurkha knife, he went to hand and killed about 40 hand to hand.
Holy
Um,
shit.
and then
The
he got shot.
scariest group. What's the scariest group?
What do you mean?
What's the scariest group you met? Foreign Army or
Special
Special
forces?
Service?
Uh,
Mossad for me.
I would say it would have to be either the Gurkhas or ours, Delta,
Well, Delta Force said that, but see, I always knew the
which they're not
guys.
actually called Delta. They're called CAG.
Yeah, but you meet the guys and like at a bar or something, and they're just the coolest. They're
Oh
not
yeah,
spooky, scary.
yeah,
Mossad, the Israeli special forces, they're scary.
yeah.
Even in the off time, they're just they're.
Borderline psychotic.
I just would not want to piss one of them off. I
Yeah. When it comes to special forces, though, and special forces guys will tell you this, there's really no difference between them. It's all about the equipment and
Yeah,
the
oh yeah, and
intelligence.
how they're doing, the
Yeah,
techniques. Because
yeah. Because
what's Mossad does Kajmatal, Kajmahal, Kaj, I
Krav
can't remember.
Maga.
Krav Maga, yeah,
Yes.
which is they're breaking stuff. Oh my gosh,
Yeah. So
those
one thing
guys
you
are
don't know
brutal.
about me, Scott, is I've been martial arts training for 34 years now.
I used to teach. I
Yeah.
competed semi-pro in Arizona, mixed martial arts.
Sweet. Yeah.
It
I
was That's
I
why my
actually
back is all trashed and my knees sound like popcorn when I get up in the morning.
Well, I would like to blame my knee problems on martial arts, but it's jumping out of airplanes for so long, which is what
Perfectly
my
good airplanes, right? It
actually
makes
no,
no
no.
sense.
These are Air Force planes. They're leaking
Oh,
hydraulic fluid all over the place.
if you've ever taken a hop flight, you know why it's free. because your seat is probably made out of canvas straps and there's no air conditioning or
Plus, you sit
insulation.
around. You sit around for 8 hours not to know if you're going to actually get on a plane.
And you might get on a plane. Yeah. But it's
You know,
free.
they've pretty much done away with that now.
They don't do hot flights anymore?
They still do, but it's only to very select places now.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
it was probably because of the war.
if you well, that's true too. But if you had any free time coming up, some PTO you wanted to take,
Oh yeah,
that was like a single guy's best. And where's this flight going? Korea.
yeah. I used to do that all the time. Me and my
Let's
wife, and
go.
they would actually let my wife on when we were stationed in Japan, and we would take a hop down to the Philippines all the time. You know, on a
Oh,
4 day weekend. And but we always had to have a the rule was you can take a hop flight, but if you had duty like that Tuesday coming up, you had to have a commercial ticket to
to
get you back.
guarantee that you got back.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Now
did too.
at that time you could cancel the and get your money back,
Or
which is
pay
hard to
the
do
three
now.
hundred
But
dollar for renewable or refundable.
yeah,
Guys, I got a
Yeah,
question to ask both of you. Okay,
shoot.
I never been in the military. None of that. Okay, I just want to ask a question. You know me, Scott. I've been singing Imagine, and you know why I sing Imagine. I wish we all be into one.
Yep.
Now I want to ask you guys this: you think we're gonna have a third world war?
No,
yes,
not in a million years.
yes.
Okay,
The
why are you saying yes, KJ?
Uh, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to get political on somebody else's channel.
Okay, all right. No, I kind of
I
understand.
just think the law of mutual destruction has gotten so
I
over
don't think it'll go
exaggerated
nuclear. I
that
don't think it'll go nuclear.
no one would ever, because there's always going to be some crazy guy out there with his finger on the button, and that they're worried about the I'm not worried about the world leaders that you could name right now. I
Well,
worry
see, my
about
thing is,
the one guy in some little country somewhere who has his finger on the button and doesn't want to. He wants to show how tough he is.
my thing is, I don't think it'll be nuclear. I don't think it'll get to that point. But
Would
you
be
know, it's so
seriously.
hard when you look back at history. You know, Archduke Ferdinand. You know, when that happened, nobody thought that that was going to turn into a worldwide war. And what is a world war anyway? Is it when more than two countries are involved? Three countries? Four? What?
Three on a side. It has to be more than three, or
Yeah.
three or more.
So anytime America gets involved in a war, we're going to have three. Canadians are going to be with us. The British are going to be with us. And if we're fighting against another country, they're going to see that and they're going to. So, yeah, I think it's possible. Um, I don't know if it's possible within the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, who knows. But also, we have to look at military technology. Um,
Yeah, that would be even a better question, Danny. What do
yeah.
you think if we had, let's say, hypothetically, we had another world war? What would it look like? Because I will bet you 10 years from now, there will be very few soldiers on the battlefield.
I'll put it this way: the things that we used in the first Gulf War
Yeah,
in the 1991,
yeah.
those things were all the stealth fighter.
Yeah.
People don't realize that that stealth fighter had been flying around for about 20 years before we ever knew about it. The SR-71 flew its entire life cycle without any in the public knowing about it. It was only the
Yeah,
last,
Black Hawk didn't get
yeah,
outed until they decommissioned it.
right. Uh, so, and that was 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
The
Imagine what they're
F-22,
doing now. Is that
yeah,
what yeah.
the F-22, the world's most dominant fighter jet. It was designed in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
designed.
even thinking about drones. So now you take that stealth technology, apply it to the drone technology that we have. What is flying out there with a warhead underneath it that nobody can see even if you're
Yeah.
looking at it?
What's up in space that we don't know about?
And yeah,
Looking
how
at.
many satellites have
That's what
So
I'm talking about.
here's the question, and here's how I can almost agree with Scott, and it's this: if America is involved in a World War and it starts to get really bad, we have so much more technology available to us than people even can possibly fathom. And if we had to get to a point where, oh my God, this X country is going to launch nukes, no, they won't. Because our technology is so far ahead, we'll wipe out that whole place without putting one soldier on the
conventional?
ground.
Yeah,
We had
without it.
to.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I want to
even
hear.
the Moabs that we were dropping
Okay.
Afghanistan.
in Afghanistan. When you can destroy something that is in a hardened bunker, it used to be only nuclear or atomic weapons
Yep.
could get that deep. We now have the Moab, and it is specifically designed to penetrate hardened, reinforced bunkers, which means all those safe spaces underneath the White House or underneath the Kremlin, underneath the palace in China, they're not protected. We can punch through and not have to use nuclear.
We don't even have to use conventional weapons anymore. They have these weapons now, and I was, I think I can say that. I was a part of the testing um, because of my job, where they use sound waves now. And they use them, police forces use them now.
For crowd control,
Crowd
it
control.
makes you throw up.
Yeah.
They they
Um,
they the
well,
pulse.
that's one thing of it. It can actually do a lot of other things that they don't do with it.
Well, I was talking about for non-lethal crowd control.
Yeah, it has a lot of
They
non-use.
that low. It's super or ultra low. ULF, ultra low frequency.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
It makes you physically nauseous.
Yeah, you either vomit or you shit yourself, basically.
Yes, that was the other
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah,
And if they
Wow.
turn it up, they can actually liquefy organs.
yeah, it can
So
kill you.
I yeah,
And
I've seen the
I think those are set up, and this was 20 years ago when I was involved in that, and they were setting them up on stands and tripods and stuff, and they had bigger ones that they weren't bringing out. I bet you money nowadays they have those on the bottom of a plane, and they can irradiate a
oh
whole
yeah,
freaking city or army base or whatever with it.
yeah. If you wanted to, because the 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 problem with conventional warfare up until about like the 70s
Mommy, thank you, mommy.
was the destruction of property. So if there was a way for you to remove people without damaging any of the structures, you would need, which is why we developed chemical war and agent, whatever. What was it? Chlorine gas,
Yeah,
mustard gas,
mustard
is
gas.
because you didn't want to destroy the buildings. We just want to get rid of the people.
Yep.
With ultra low frequency or some of the sonic weapons they have, that that there is only one purpose for that. I, you're trying to cause greatest amount of casualty with minimum damage.
There's also a whole nother part of this conversation when we start talking about the
Fair
technology.
bricks. Good to see you, brother.
Your
Here's
pair
the
brick.
here's the difference between here's the difference in war now if America's involved versus other countries. When America's involved in a war, we only use the technology needed to accomplish said individual mission. We don't bring everything we have in our ability to out at once. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you end a war as fast as possible? Because we don't want people to know what we have.
Yes.
We don't want them to know that, oh, we could have ended this war. But the other big problem for countries fighting a war, and especially in America, is now we have the internet and the media can write all these horrible stories about things that are getting done. They don't tell about the. When I was in Afghanistan, that was one thing that was pissing us off. Oh my God, they were telling all these horrible stories about the Americans bombed this place, and They don't tell you about the thousands of Afghans that we saved, the hundreds of schools that we built, the hundreds of hospitals we built over there. They don't tell you that story.
No.
They're only telling you the bad stuff.
But
And
I think we
press,
I'm
press may
I'm a
be
little concerned about the conversation now too because we're on Mammy Lou's channel and
yeah.
I don't want to get too much into.
I'll just say that can be the strongest weapon of any army is that their national press.
Oh,
That can be the
I don't
strongest
think
weapon.
Mammy
but
minds it.
we were even talking about the AI technology.
Hey,
I
Mammy Lou,
can
is it okay what we're talking about?
how
Because I
I
am
can
concerned
take
about something.
the computer program and have a picture of Danny saying something that he did not say,
Oh
and
yeah.
it looks and sounds exactly like
Oh,
him.
they're all over the shorts right now on YouTube of people
Where
talking
they're
about
taking famous people and
yeah, and saying
they're
that oh you can get
modeling it.
six
Yeah.
thousand $500 back.
I'm that if something was going to happen worldwide as far as conflict, that that right there between that the fishing farms and cyber hacking, that would be the safest way to affect the greatest amount of damage. I go to whichever country and I shut down your power grid for a month. What happens to your country?
Yeah.
You now
And
have no cell phone, no credit cards, no. How many of you have cash in your pocket right now?
I
Scott
Enough
brings
do.
to
up
Look,
last you a month?
Scott
Enough to
brings up
last you a month?
Scott brings up a very, very good point. And this is what you ask about World War III. I'm not worried about World War III. You know what I'm worried about? The things that we can't control. A
Yeah, right.
massive
I
solar
carry
flare
cash all the time.
That right there is because the only reason I carry cash is because what happens if the internet? I mean, we've become so I
yeah.
don't know, so dependent on cell phones and
You look
when college students cannot do long division, I how come you can't do and can't write or read cursive?
yeah.
Really, Danny? Do you know how to write and read cursive?
A
Yeah.
what?
Cursive, where you write
Curses?
Cursive.
cursive.
No.
Really?
Really?
I don't
Maybe
know
they
what the
don't
hell you're
call it.
talking about.
I don't know. They may not call it cursive.
Yeah, they may not.
You know how when you write and it looks like the letters in chat,
Like a
but
doctor.
when you're
When you write like a
writing like
doctor.
a doctor,
Yeah.
it's that's called cursive. When it's
Okay,
all
okay.
you never pick up the pen. You write your entire
You know
name,
what?
but you don't pick
Scott,
up the pen.
I think most people call it penmanship and not cursive. I think it's just
Well,
us that
see,
call it.
to me, penmanship is both. You
Yeah.
learn to write basic and you learn to write cursive.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm with you, Scott. I think that's the more pressing issue would be not what our governments are going to do or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's the things that nobody can control. You look
Well,
back at
that's pretty much every police commissioner in on the planet says, "I'm not worried about the guy who comes in a uniform and a weapon.
right.
I'm worried about the idiot with a panel van and 50 pounds of
Yeah.
acetone." And
Well, I'm not even worried about stuff like that. I'm worried about you look in history like the Carrington event. It's when the sun did a massive um, solar flare that hit the earth and it caught every single wire and exposed thing on fire, burnt thousands and thousands of houses down because the wires all caught on fire. Anything, and this was us getting into that. We just had telegraphs and everything. We haven't had one since then like that. We're still not prepared for it.
well, there's nothing you can do. I
No.
mean, if you honestly think about it,
Well, they can harden the electrical grid, but that's
but
cost so much money.
that much ionization. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why the northern lights look so beautiful. Is
Yeah.
those are charged particles.
Yeah.
Those will kill you. They will rewrite your DNA. Aren't they pretty?
Guys, the only thing I'm kind of concerned about, don't get mad at me, okay? Don't judge
No,
me.
you go ahead.
You know, I love you Americans. I love you guys to death, okay? What I don't like and I don't understand is Every time there's a conflict with another country, why does the United States got to be involved? Then it gets us involved.
You want? I can
That
answer that real quick.
Thank you.
This is my answer for you. I have. Let's just say I have several brothers and sisters in my family, and I got some friends, and I'm the oldest, and I'm the most equipped to handle anything. And my little brother, maybe he's handicapped or something, and somebody's picking on him and pushing him around. It's my responsibility to kind of protect him and stand in their way. Much like for America, our policy and the treaties that we've made over the years is that, hey, if something happens to this little country, it's our responsibility to step in. Taiwan, great example.
Okay.
If China decides to take Taiwan, we have told the Taiwanese over and over and over, we will be there to help you. That's why we have
we're the only reason Taiwan isn't Chinese right now.
right.
I
We're the only
that
reason the
that
Philippines is still a country.
that's Damocles. That's the sword of Damocles
Okay.
right
All
there.
right. I get it.
But I also think it's aid. So if we step back and do nothing, there is more blame because
Yeah,
we didn't help them
and we didn't
and
help.
we
We
could
had the
have.
ability. Yeah,
And
That's right, Scott. That's right.
I
I seen
think,
that happening. Oh, the Americans that never helped us.
well, I mean, look at what's going on. I'm without going into specifics. What's going on right now is here's $1 billion with a B to help you protect your country.
yeah,
We're not going to ask you what you're going to do with it. No oversight, that which is a stupid thing to
yeah.
do.
It's kind
But
of crazy, but yeah.
and now you're asking for more.
More
What did
when
you do with $1 billion?
when we see that all your guys just bought yachts. What do you what?
Yeah, when the
Okay.
oligarchs are buying yachts, and you guys are telling us you're running out of bullets.
Danny, Danny, you
Yeah.
want a really point blank answer? You want a really point blank answer, and you may not like it, but I'm going to be honest with you. Do you know why Canada's still a country? Because the United States is below you.
Ah, Jesus Christ, no. We're protected under UK.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's a British. If it would have been for the British, we would have Canada.
okay.
Well, that historically, yeah. But
Historically,
right
your
now, there's
founding, yes,
nothing stopping. I do think that is a serious deterrent. Nobody messes with Canada because it has a big brother,
yeah.
And it's
and
the British.
I don't think it's Britain. I'm just saying because if you feared on the world stage, and I'm talking about the big boys, China, Russia, the big superpowers. Are you worried about the Air Force, the size of the Air Force
Here you go, Scott.
of the UK, or do you fear the American Navy, Air Force, and Marines
Here's a
more?
great example of what Scott's talking about. The UK has one supercarrier group. One. Now, one supercarrier group can take out a country, a small country by
A small
itself.
country, no problem. Yeah.
How many supercarrier groups do you think the United States has, Danny?
You mean carriers on the ocean?
No, the
Carrier
super
group,
carriers where you
carrier
have an
battle group.
aircraft carriers,
I
destroyers,
have no
and
clue.
scout.
We have more than all of the rest of the world does combined. We have 11 supercarrier battle groups.
That's a fleet of ships with enough firepower to not only invade but to decimate an entire one of the smaller country,
Smaller
small to
country.
mid-sized country.
And we
Now,
have
the
11.
UK
The
has a very
only
powerful
country I'm
arsenal.
worried about, I don't care about the other countries. I'm not scared of them. There's only one country I'm terrified of is Russia. That's the only
Uh,
country I'm scared of.
no,
China,
China's the
China's.
one you should be worried about.
I don't worry
Oh,
about
China too?
I
Yeah,
don't
China
but
worry about
owns.
China
China,
and Russia, I think they're together.
Oh, I don't. You're not wrong.
China
Which
and
is why I think China is the. I. Oh man,
I
No,
think China and
we have to
I
get
think
off of
China and
this.
Russia. Yeah, I think China and
getting
Russia
into
are together
specifics.
in the fact that the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes,
That's the
because they're
reason.
both egomaniacs.
Yeah,
Remember that
Both of
big
them.
balloon they were talking about months ago?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That
I
spy
saw with
balloon.
my own two eyes near my house.
Yeah.
I saw it.
But that
But
was
And then
we
Chinese.
China
are
That
says it's
wasn't the
not them.
Russians.
guys. We got to get off.
Yeah,
The two countries we just named. YouTube is really cracking
yeah.
down on. Don't talk
Yeah.
about them anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm not worried
Because
about any country, and because America's not really worried about any country, Canada has nothing to worry about. Not only because we're south of you, but because of geography. In order for any other country to attack us, they have to cross either two huge oceans, and with technology, we will see it weeks before they even get here and handle it. We're pretty much under.
unfortunately, the shortest distance is up over the top.
Well,
Right.
If Putin's listening to
Don't
us
don't
right now,
don't get
hold on.
get off. No, the names. Just we
Oh,
know who you're. If
well, I
Mr.
challenge him to
P,
play hockey. I want to body check him on the freaking board. That's what I
right?
want to do.
He
Well, the
probably
Russians
would
are
do
actually
it.
pretty good at hockey.
He'd probably do it.
He does play hockey. Actually, he does.
No, I'm not worried about any of that. But even say Scott, if you look at the uh, topographical situation, it's impossible to invade. The terrain just
Not with any. I mean, Alexander the Great kind of proved it. You don't march an elephant through the mountains. Snow-covered mountains, not
right.
good for tanks.
Nope. That's why we don't use them in Afghanistan. Which is why we were all like, "Why are we in Afghanistan?" Because I was in the First Cavalry Division when I went to Afghanistan. I'm like, "Why?" They
You
sent
want to
me-
hear the
Watch
worst part?
Go ahead.
Where my house is, right across the street from me. That guy's from Pakistan. Beside him, that guy's from Lebanon. The guy beside him, he's from who said Afghanistan? Somebody in here says that's where that guy's from. Afghanistan, the other side. The other one
Yeah.
is from I'm the I'm the immigrant in my own country now.
Yeah,
Like
right.
on my street, I think I'm the only white guy on this street. The rest is all people from the Middle East. Thank you.
That doesn't really. I mean, I've been there, and once you get to know those people, you realize, wait a minute,
There's a reason they're here and not there.
those people
Well,
are just like I am. They care about their wife, their kids. They're trying
I
to do
love
the
them
best
all, man.
they can for their wife and their kids.
Yeah.
They're no different than us.
The guy across the street, he's from Pakistan, and his wife served food, and I ordered something on Tuesday, a nice dish. Eh? Oh, I love all my neighbors. I love my neighbors, but you know when they're, I don't know about you guys. I know we've been hearing, oh, we're having too much people from Middle East here in Canada, blah 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 blah. They're terrorists and that. So you know what? They're already here. One phone call, we're all dead. All around us.
Oh yeah. Well, you just look at the problems Europe is having
You
with
get a chair.
letting in the refugees.
I'll play with you in a minute.
That
Yeah.
that's where you get into problem. If they took the time to legally migrate or immigrate and they're expats and they're living here now in Canada, US, those aren't the ones I worry about.
I'm not worried about
It's
them at
the
all.
ones it's the ones jumping across the border or claiming,
Yeah.
oh, I'm,
Yeah.
and then we lose them. That's the ones I worry about. I don't know what your intentions are because they're not obviously to obey our laws. So what are you doing here?
That's going to take us down a whole nother rabbit hole.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Are you talking about the women?